Hello everyone and welcome to this video about football rules that will make your head spin and that you probably didn't know. If you're ready to discover the most unusual and curious rules of the world of football, get ready to immerse yourself in this fascinating labyrinth of rules. Don't always expect the usual logic and common sense, because anything can happen here. So, without further ado, let's get started learning about 15 football rules that will blow our minds. Number 1. A player may not throw any objects to avoid a goal. If in desperation any player inside the penalty area decides successfully to block an opponent's shot directed towards goal with an object such as a shoe, glove or shin guard, the player who blocked the shot will immediately be sent off, as he will be considered the intervention as a sort of extension of the arm and as an unsportsmanlike gesture. Imagine then missing the penalty following the foul. What a bad feeling. Number 2. You can start the game with only 7 players. According to the rules of the game of football, the minimum number of players you can start a football match with is 7. If a team has less than 7 players during the match, in case it has reached 5 outfield players expulsions or due to lack of substitutions for injured players unable to continue the match in any way, the game is automatically lost at the table. Number 3. The goalkeeper may not touch the posts or the nets during penalties. Since July 2023, after the great controversy caused by Emiliano Martinez during the World Cup in Qatar, goalkeepers are in no way able to influence and delay the player during the moment of the penalty kick. In fact, it is also forbidden to touch the crossbar, the posts and the net, in addition to provocations. In case of violation of this rule, the goalkeeper will be promptly cautioned. This rule has certainly not caused a few controversies. In fact, many goalkeepers have complained. Maignan in particular made fun of the new rule by the IFAB, the International Football Association Board, by tweeting that in 2026 goalkeepers will also have to turn around shoulders at the moment of the shot. Let me know your version below in the comments on this thread. Number 4. It is forbidden to create marks on the pitch. In football, it is forbidden for players to create any type of mark on the playing field other than those provided for by the regulation. In case of violation, you would be punished with a yellow card. In the past, some players have invented everything to annoy the penalty takers, even creating holes in the pitch, as in the case of Marvin Hitz, who created a small hole next to the ball with his shoe to let the penalty taker, and it went well since the referee didn't notice it, even if this act at the end of the match caused quite a few controversies. Let's say it was an intelligent and unsportsmanlike move by dear Hitz at the same time. Surely many of you, including me, have tried this trick somewhere, let's face it. Number 5. Goal by referee. In the past, it happened that the referee, finding himself in the trajectory of a direct shot on goal, or due to some unfortunate rebound, scored, and in these cases the goal was bitterly awarded to the opponents. But in recent years, if this eventuality occurs, the game must be stopped immediately and then restarted with a throw-in by the referee at the spot where the shot occurred. Number 6. You can be kicked before and after the game starts. From the moment you enter the stadium to play the match, each player must behave as if they were on the pitch, so no bizarre or rude behavior towards match officials during the warm-up, because you could already be sent to the dressing room below the shower with a nice red card. As happened to Evra in 2017 when he kicked a fan in the face. And even after the end of the match, there is this possibility. In fact, this event is not even a rarity in tense matches like a derby, where fights often happen between the two teams in the tunnel or on the pitch after the match is over, as in the case of Cuadrado and Handanovic, where they were both expelled for an argument in Juventus Inter this year. Number 7. What happens if you score a goal or an own goal from a lateral foul? The FIFA football regulations say that you cannot score directly from a lateral foul. If the ball goes directly into the net without anyone touching it, the defending team will receive a simple goal kick with the goal not validated. In the even stranger case of a side kick own goal, a corner kick will be awarded to the opposing team instead, because the ball is considered to have gone out in this case. Number 8. Goalkeepers cannot hold the ball for more than 6 seconds. Well, yes, the goalkeeper can hold the ball in his hand for up to 6 seconds. If it exceeds this limit, the referee must award an indirect free kick to the opposing team. This rule may not seem real, but it really exists, even if it is almost never applied by match officials and usually always punished with a simple yellow card. Number 9. What happens if a player interrupts the game due to a whistle coming from the stands? If a player interrupts the game due to a whistle coming from the stands, the referee's decision depends on a few factors. If the referee also hears the whistle and feels it has affected the game, he may stop play and restart it with a dropped ball. If, on the other hand, the referee does not hear the whistle or feels that he has not influenced play, he may let play continue as normal. However, if the player interrupting play commits an offense, such as catching the ball with his hands, the referee must punish the offense with a direct free kick or a penalty kick. Number 10. If the ball takes on a flat, non-spherical shape when entering the goal will not count. This rule is due to the fact that the ball is spherical in shape and must always remain so. In fact, if the conditions of the ball are not optimal, the game must always be stopped with the replacement of the ball. An event like this has already happened in a Champions League match, where at the moment of the shot the ball is holed and ends up in the net with the assignment of the goal. In that case, the goal had to be disallowed, but the difficulty for the referee to notice it was too high. Number 11. A goalkeeper may not use the posts to push himself or hold onto the crossbar to block a goal. Using goalposts to avoid a goal is not allowed in football. According to the rules, a goalkeeper may not hold or hold on to any part of the structure of the pitch, including the crossbar, to influence play. This is considered highly unsportsmanlike, and the referee will punish the goalkeeper with a red card. And a free kick will be awarded for the opposing team. Therefore, unfortunately, avoid crazy and spectacular stunts on the goalposts to avoid a goal that the referee will reward you with a nice red card. Number 12. If you leave the stadium, you will be punished with a yellow card. If for any reason a regular player were to leave the stadium during a match, the player would be booked. The same thing if you go to the fan stands. So let's assume that Haaland bizarrely decides to leave the stadium during a match to take a tour of Manchester. Manchester City would remain in 10 until Guardiola replaces him, and Haaland would be booked even if not present on the pitch. Did you know that? Number 13. You cannot score an own goal from a free kick. You can't score your own goal from a free kick in soccer. If the ball goes directly into your goal without anyone touching it, the opposing team will receive a corner kick. The same thing if you do it from the kickoff. This rule applies to both direct and indirect free kicks. Number 14. Leaning on a teammate to jump higher is prohibited. Leaning on a partner to jump higher, as in American football, is absolutely forbidden in football because it is an act contrary to the spirit of the game, unfair and disrespectful since it is an unfair advantage for this sport. The player responsible for the action will be penalized with a yellow card, and a free kick will be awarded to the opposing team. Number 15. The nets on the goals are not obligatory, but the corner flags are. The nets on the goals are generally not mandatory, but are strongly recommended to facilitate goal recognition. Corner flags are placed at the four corners of the pitch and mark the spot from which the corner kick is taken. They are mandatory and must be at least 1.50 meters high and made of non-hazardous materials such as plastic. I hope this informative and entertaining video has introduced you to many new things and helped you in your football culture. Write in the comments how many of these rules you know and a few other bizarre rules to know. In the future, videos of this kind will be published in avalanches, so if you are interested, keep up to date by subscribing to the channel by clicking the notification bell, and if you want to support me further, also like the video. See you in the next video.